Alright. It's been a while since I've actually made a video. Because, yeah. But, I'm going to be working on barricades today. And these are already pre-primed and then pre-base coated with, I can't remember the color. I think it was dark stone, but gonna paint in these plates here on these walls in red, pretty much on the front and back, as well as probably these, or I might do those a different color. And then these ones can just paint in the handles metal, I'm thinking, or a different color. Not exactly sure. And those. I do have some barrels I've been working on as well. And a little bit of a gas canister here. And then these are pretty much needing a dry brush to bring out the detail. Same with this. I mean, I doubt these will actually ever be used in gameplay, but who knows? Let's start with these. I'm gonna shake up some Mephiston red here. Who cares? Commercial. So my brush, I hit my mic. Doing real good today. Put a little bit onto my wet palette off to the side here. This is actually probably the last time I actually use my homemade wet palette. Let's see. Get off the extra paint off my brush. Thin down my paint on my palette here. And then we'll just carefully flipping paint some red. Don't worry, I can go back with the other color. I know which one it is, I just can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. And I hit my mic again. I gotta figure out a better setup for this. Like so. And just take it slowly, light coats of Mephiston red. I hit my mic again, my camera this time. Move the mic to the side, actually. Again, don't worry about if you get it some places, other places. And we can just go back and tidy it up later. And with the first coat down for that, put that down and move on to the next one. And just rinse and repeat. Now, I'm not gonna just, cut to that when they're all done. Technically, I could. Actually, I thought it might be a good idea. So, I'll come back once the first coat is all on these pieces, on the red plates. Alright, now we're back after giving the parts that we want to paint it red 3 coats of Nothing's Red. Now, as you see, it's a bit messy on the side, so I'm going to go and take my original color that I used the airbrush these and touch up those little areas. Of course, very carefully. And then once that's done, we'll be able to move on to either giving it a dry brush or giving it a wash. Not sure which yet. Also, I'm going to switch my brush out to this one, which is a bit smaller. And the color that those were airbrushed in is dark stone. Hold on. Dark stone from Army Painter. Oh. Getting low on dark stone. Dip the brush into the water. Fill my paint. Like so. Oh, one. And I got my finger. Just carefully touch up around the edges. Like so. Very carefully. A bit more paint on my brush. Sorry, I keep on hitting. There we go. So that's one down. So I'm gonna I'll stop it right here, and I'll jump back once all that's touched up. Alright, so we are now back. As you can see, touched up where the red was, so I didn't want it. So now we're going to give these a wash, and we will need a brush to put a wash on. Okay, grabbing my Citadel shadow brush or shade brush. And I need to grab my shade. Okay. Gonna use Greg's Earth Shade. And then we're just gonna, you know, brush it on. All over the part. First, pulling the shade down. To cover everything. That's the most important part, though, is to make sure you don't let it pool up anywhere you don't want it to pool up. Because, well, then you have nasty pool tides. Sorry, I'm off camera there. Again, do it to the back as well. Now I'm only going to do one shade on one, and then I will do the rest of them off camera, and then come back to once they're all dry for the next step. Okay. So I'm going to stop it here, and yeah, when I come back, they'll be all shaded. Alright, so we're back, all touched up. And also giving a wash, as you can see. So now, we're going to move on to dry brushing. Put my shade brush cap back on and put that away. Sorry, it's taking a bit to get the cap back on. God, I'm having really bad luck getting the cap back on. There we go. So I need tissue. Move that way. Move that. So I'm going to take Blood Belcher here. It's not dry paint, but you can still dry brush with it. And my Army Painter dry brush. This is a, I think, medium? Not large dry brush. So shake up the lead belcher so it's all mixed up. Load up the brush and just load the brush up and lightly dry brush over all the raised parts to bring out the detail. Like so. Sorry, I'm not even in camera doing that. Like that. And like that on the one side. So, and then same process on the other side here. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. This is why I really need to get a better desk and a better arm for this. But like that, it's all dry brushed, so it's all beaten up, which looks good. But like that, and now we have a nice speed up wall. Now I'm gonna go and do the other 4 off camera. No point in watching me, have me recording the entire process of it. It's just easy to, do one on camera and then do the rest off camera. And when we get back, I'll show you how they all look. We'll then continue from there with maybe some edge highlighting. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't decided if I want to do edge highlighting on these. Don't really know if I really need it. But, be back shortly. Alright. I'm going to say we're back after the dry brushing. And here they are. Now they look worn. And I think that is about as far as I'm going to take them. But yeah. I have to do these next. Which I need to paint in the I'm going to paint in the handles, maybe these. Give them a dry brush. as well as these. These are pretty much done. I think I give them a nice dry brush to make them look worn. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever use those two things. And then I have things right here I need to work on as well. But I'm going to work on those doors and things, the double door barricade thingies, by not in a video. Because I think covering one thingy like that, one set of items, is more than enough for a video. And I'm quite happy with how they came out. They look like they've been through the wars, and been used, been shot up, splattered with oil. I mean, if I want to, I could take some blood effects and, like, stipple certain areas with it, making it look drenched, like blood got shot on it, but I don't think I'm going to do that with these. But I have other things to do as well. Also, I want to mention that I got myself an actual wet palette, so I don't have to stop using. I can stop using the homemade one that I've been using. But I have a wet palette now, so I'm like a good wet palette. Okay, not the homemade one. I mean, the homemade one works, but the lid being attached to it makes it a pain about to use. And I do tend to find seeing my paint get clumpy even when it's decently moist inside. So, but yeah, thank you for joining me on this little bit of a mini painting video. Even though they aren't minis, they were barricades for minis that I painted. But still saying it goes in the same thing, so I'm gonna say that. But next video, when I make one, who knows what it'll be? Could be more another mini painting, could be some plamo. Who knows? But I have still work to be done. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because it's much appreciated. And it helps me out quite a bit. And I do have plans for my channel event in the future. I just need to get better with making sure I'm doing content more regularly. But again, this channel just doesn't do just miniatures or gunpla or plamo. It does also video games, because I can. Maybe even break into the tabletop board games gameplay videos, maybe. I don't know. That'd probably be a real pain in the ass to set up. We'll see. Till then, see you guys next time.